All right, we are here. Just to let everybody know, I'm not giving out a gift for this podcast, so guys just gonna have to lock in and pay attention to the information at hand. All right. So, oh, tough loss last week against the Ravens. In the red zone, Jalen Hurts kind of fucked me up. You know what I'm saying? So, I ended up taking that loss 34-28 to the Ravens. All right. So, with that being said, let's get into the stats. So let's see what's left. Let's see who's playing, who's not, who's in, who's out. Let me set that before we. Yeah, that's looking like a 4-7 away. Um, that's a 4-7 away. All right. So let me get into the playoff picture. Let's see what it's looking like. Oh man, I dropped down to 3. That's crazy, but it may work out in my benefit though. May work out in my benefit. It just might. It just might. We got the Seahawks against the Bucks, me against the Cards, Falcons against the Rams. On the AFC side, AFC, you got the Titans and the Jets, the Ravens and the Steelers, the Raiders and the Pats. Well, the Raiders, see, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is why I can't have everybody in the fucking league because the Raiders was in the playoffs and they still left. Maybe dude had too much going on. I don't know, but the fact that he's actually in the playoffs and there is a CPU user is kind of fucked up. But nevertheless, this is the playoff picture, fellas. So we gonna get into the end season awards to see where we at. We got Taylor Green from the behind MVP race. He came from behind on Josh Allen, which I thought was a runaway with the award. But apparently Taylor Green has been balling. The Titans usually has been balling. And yeah, right now Josh Allen is 2, Jalen Milroe at 3, Joe Burrow at 4, Jalen Hurts at 5. Jalen Hurts shouldn't even be at 5. He should be at 10. Sorry ass dude. Anyway, you got Coach of the Year, Bears coach, Seahawks, Ravens, me, and then Ethan with his charcuterie ass name. Um, okay, AFC, we'll get into it. Offensive Player of the Year, Xavier Thomas, Taylor Green, Dante Thornton Jr., Josh Allen, Nicholas Singleton. Like this is crazy, but I think he just be like passing the ball more than normal to obtain those awards. It seems like the Titans is running away with the awards on the AFC side though. Like you see what's going on, and it's just like it's Titans everywhere. It's impressive. That's why when I say um, when people play with these teams, it really doesn't matter. And these users, they be taking these top teams thinking that they good. Like nah, it don't always be that you good. It's just the team good. And shoot, you put players in the right position, they gonna always make a play because it's less work for you. Doesn't make you great as a user. But for the Titans, man, sure, even with the players that he has that he just got, know nothing about, he still put in work with them and won awards with them. So It's very impressive. Like anybody that's using top teams and popping they shit like they the main man, like nah, I can't get down with that. Would never get down with that ever. Um, but yeah, Deep's a rookie year. Got the money Jackson. Oh yeah, he clearing the AFC. He's clearing the AFC. You can't make this shit up, bro. But weird enough, you got Josh Allen as the top best quarterback in the AFC, followed behind Taylor Green, Joe Burrow, Drake May, Aaron Rodgers. So that's weird considering that he's not MVP but best quarterback. It's very weird. Anyway, then you got Nicholas Singleton, best running back in the AFC, James Cook the third, Demond Claiborne, Basul Tootin. Then you got Chase Brown. All right. Best receiver, we got Xavier Thomas, Deontay Thornton Jr. Wow. Came back from the dead, but that's because the Raiders usually left, so it is what it is. Jamar Chase, DK Metcalf, Nico Collins. All right. The O-line got Elton Jiggy, Osiris Torrance, Jackson Slater, Wyatt Teller, Demetrius Crownover. That's one hell of a last name, brother. Um, Best D line for AFC, you got Harold Landry, Trey Hendrickson, Will Anderson Jr., Greg Russo, Nanami Madubuike. So Harold Landry might come away with that one for sure. For sure. Carson Swaysinger has been leading the way all season as the best linebacker in the AFC. So he may just walk away with that award. Behind him, you have Terrell Bernard, Roquan Smith, Trent Simpson, and Dan Henley. For the Chargers, best DB. When he say he DBU, I'm starting to believe him because this shit is crazy. This is crazy, man. Got Kevin Winston Jr., top DB, the Money Jackson, Tony Adams, Cordell Flott, Dylan Thieneman. So I got to give him his props, man. He got the Bengals with the best kicker for sure. Um, Second, and Cam Little, Daniel Carson, Tyler Bass, Tyler Luke. So these guys are looking like the runaway for the awards at hand on the AFC side. So let's go to the NFC. NFC Offensive Player of the Year. We have Justin Jefferson leading the way, Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, Marvin Harrison Jr., JSN. All right, these guys are leading the way for Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year, you have Derek Hall, Jahad Campbell, Devin Lloyd, Brian Burns, Fred Warner. It's my first time seeing Jahad Campbell in the talks, but the fact that he's there, it means that he's balling for real. Derek Hall definitely balling this season, and that's kudos to the user. Um, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Jeff Caldwell, Ty Simpson, Casey Concepcion, Carnell Tate, and Jadarian Price. Top five in Offensive Rookie of the Year awards. Defensive Rookie of the Year, you got Trey Moore, Anthony Hill Jr., AJ Halsey, Jacob Rodriguez, and Lorenzo Styles Jr. Best quarterback, you got Jalen Milroe, Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff, Caleb Williams, JJ McCarthy. Alright. And best running back, we have Bijan Robinson, Saquon Barkley, Davon A. Cam Scatterbull, and Derrick Henry. Ooh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. For the receivers, we have Justin Jefferson, Marvin Harrison Jr., JSN, Travis Hunter, Jeff Caldwell as the best receivers in the NFC. Best O lineman, we have Darnell Wright, Jordan Malta, Chris Lindstrom, Peter Skoronski, and Tyler Steen. You know what's crazy? These O linemen is top five in the NFC side, but be giving up so many sacks. And that shit wild to me. Best D lineman, we have Derek Hall, Brian Burns, Aiden Hutchinson, Dallas Turner, and Montez Sweat. This is elite D lineman right here. Very elite. And this shit keep get to linebackers. Linebackers we have, oh my gosh. Fuck. All right. We got Trey Moore, Jahad Campbell, Devin Lloyd, Fred Warner, Zach Bond. Okay, these are very decent guys, man. I wish Jahad Campbell did more, but he didn't start waking up until the end of the season. So, respectfully so for Trey Moore to win that. Best DV in the NFC, definitely gonna go to Tariq Woolen because he's been balling all season, and I don't see anybody else taking it away from him. But we have Tariq Woolen, Julian Love, Cooper DeJean, Jalen Johnson, and Quinyon Mitchell. So, these guys have been balling all season, giving up very little passes. There's been little nicks and crannies here and there, but guys have showed up nevertheless. Best kicker in NFC, we got Carol Santos, Spencer Schrader, Jake Elliott, Will Reichert, and Dominic Zavada. All right. So that's it for the awards. I'm gonna do the stats and then I'm gonna go through the schedule one more time and then advance the league. So y'all boys stay tuned. Um, all right. We got Joe Burrow with the Bengals leading the league in passing yards with 50, well, I'm sorry, not 50, 5,570 yards, 390 completions, 55 touchdowns, and 22 interceptions. 70% passing percentage. And then you have 327 yards per game and 118.5 passer rating. I'm telling you, man, dudes they be dotting it up. Be dotting it up. It's just, a whole lot of people got to cut down on the turnovers, man. That's what it is. A whole lot of people got to cut down on turnovers. People in this league got to know how to read defenses, myself included, because 21 interceptions isn't, acceptable at any rate. But the only thing that makes it up is the 53 touchdowns, and that's what I'm gonna get into next. We got Jalen Hurts, second on the quarterback list in the league, 5,358 yards, 353 completions, 53 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, 72% pass completion percentage, 315 yards per game with a 127.1 passer rating. All right. So, that's where you at. Second on the list, we have third, CJ Stroud, 5,104 yards on the season, 331 completions, 44 touchdowns, 46 interceptions. What's crazy is if you cut that in half and give it, to the touchdowns, he probably could have been the top quarterback in this league. 63% pass completion percentage, 300 yards per game. All right, with 87.7 passer rating. Cannot win like that. All right, so Josh Allen, probably the most impressive numbers I've seen from a quarterback so far from the touchdown to interception ratio. 4,978 yards, 296 completions, 66 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 71% passing completion percentage, 311 yards per game, 146 passer rating. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's the highest in the league. Let me see. Definitely the highest in the league. Yeah, definitely the highest in the league. Hmm. If you got one, two, three, four, five, yeah. In fifth, we got. I'm only gonna do the top five. I always do the top five. That's where we at. So next we have Taylor Green, 4,977 yards, 273 completions, 65 touch. Whoa. Okay. that's where the MVP coming about because he threw for 65 passing touchdowns and then I'm pretty sure he put up 1,000 yards rushing. So that's where the MVP come in at. Okay, cool. Understood. Um, 65 passing touchdowns, 23 interceptions, 66% pass completion percentage, 292 yards per game, passing 123.7 passer rating. So these are the top quarterbacks in the league right now. Uh, Shoot, everybody got to cut down on turnovers, and except for Josh Allen, the Bills usually is doing this thing, so can't negate that. Um, NFL as far as the top rushers in the league, shit. As long as I got Saquon Barkley over 1,000 yards, I'm cool. Cause he definitely didn't have a good season this year, but that's neither here nor there. Um, Top five anyway. Got Bijan Robinson, 238 carries, 1,656 yards, 7 yards per carry, with 24 touchdowns on the year. Good shit there. And you got 97 yards per game, one fumble, 35 broken tackles. All right. So Bijan Robinson is well deserved as the top running back in the league right now. Definitely makes sense. Then you got second, you got Cam Scatterbull, 226 carries, 1,519 yards, 6, 7 yards per carry, 12 touchdowns on the year. Oh man, he ain't getting that end zone enough. But it's double digits, so it's 12 touchdowns on the year, 95 yards per game, three fumbles, but 56 broken tackles. Yeah, somebody gonna hit him now. That's all I'm gonna say. Somebody gonna tap him. Nicholas Singleton, 272 carries, 1,477 yards, 5 yards per carry, 26 touchdowns on a year, 87 yards per game, one fumble, 34 broken tackles. Devon A. Chain, 219 carries, 1,453 yards on the season, 6 yards per carry, 15 touchdowns, 97 yards per game, no fumbles on the season. That's crazy. But you know what's even crazier? Motherfuckers got to catch him in order to make him fumble it. I don't think they catching him enough. 22 broken tackles and no fumbles is crazy. Okay. One, two, three, four. See, this is why he won MVP. Because he's top five in the league in rushing yards, and he's a quarterback. This is insane. Um, 103 carries, 1,390 yards, 13.5 yards per carry, 14 rushing touchdowns, 82 yards per game, four fumbles, 16 broken tackles. Yeah, yeah. So if you ever play him, you know that's who you gotta watch out for. Always QB spy on that type of player. Um, As far as the top five receivers, we have Xavier Thomas, 100 catches, 1,973 yards, 19 yards per reception, 116 yards per game, 28 touchdowns. Um, Dante Thornton, 76 catches, 1,804 yards, 23 yards per catch, 112 yards a game with 20 touchdowns. Got Justin Jefferson, 85 catches, 1,629 yards, 19 yards per catch, 101, 102 yards per game, 22 receiving touchdowns. Got Jamar Chase, 105 catches, 1,600 yards on the season, 15 yards per catch. Who the fuck is that? I don't know. Anyway, um, 94 yards per game, 17 touchdowns on the year for Jamar Chase. Then you got Marvin Harrison Jr. look at Darius coming back from the dead. Just got the team. Now he got a top five receiver. 89 catches, 1,540 yards, 17 yards per catch, 70, what, no, I'm tripping, 90 yards per game, 16 touchdowns on the year. Yes, sir. I love it. So these are the top five receivers in the league right now. Um, Blocking, you see the best O lineman in the game right now, allowing no sacks. So shout out to the O lineman, man, not allowing no sacks on the season. Um, Nick Bolton is leading the league in tackles right now. 84 solo tackles with 144 tackles in total. Um, then you have Dayan Henley with 83 solos, 139 in total. Fred Warner, 87 solos, 137 in total. Edrin Cooper, 72 solos, 133 in total. Then you have Drew Tranquil, 84 solo, 129 in total. All right, so that's that. You have Miles Garrett leading the way in tackles for loss. Carson Schwarzenegger second with 24. Derek Hall with 24. Brian Burns with 22. You got Will Anderson Jr. with 22. So it's your top five tackle for loss leaders right here. You got your sacks. Trey Hendrickson is leading the way with 17.5. And you got Derek Hall with 17, Harold Landry with 17, Brian Burns with 16.5, Aiden Hutchinson with 14. All right, so and then you got your league leaders in INTs. Of course, the Titans are leading the way with 10 interceptions from both Damani Jackson and Kevin Winston Jr. You got Jahad Campbell, Kendall Daniels, Tony Adams. Yeah, that's all we have for the top five. It was crazy because he was up there, and now it's like he fighting for second place. But nevertheless, it's all good. The more people in the speaks of it or in the talks of it, the better. You got deflections. Cooper DeJean is leading the league in deflections. You got Nate Wiggins, Key Wheatley, Dylan Thieneman, and Carson Schwarzenegger. All right. Who forcing that ball, who popping it loose. Okay, Dylan Thieneman is a hitter. Had three of them things. Dax Hill with three. J.C. Horn with two. Deontay Lawson with two. Jack Campbell with two. And a host of others. All right. So we gonna see. All right. All right. So I'm gonna sim the league. I'm gonna look at this. Look at the schedule right now. For sim. I think it's. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Who Lions? Let me check. I want to make sure, man, before I just force him, because I could force him and just say fuck it, but I want to make sure, and nobody can ever say I ain't make sure. So, and it's a whole lot of playoff contentions on the line too. So, yeah, I need guys to respond ASAP. Home, away. Let's see. All right, so that's it. There's three games. Nah, I caught some of it. I caught some of it. He was up a little bit, and then you came back and won. I caught it. I caught some of it. Shit, you sound like you about to win the bowl game. You still got to go through them bills. Mm, all right. You got to go through either the Bills or the Ravens, bruh. So, shoot, them boys ain't no chump change. Oh, man. So, I'm going to have to force him those games. I'm going to have to force him those games, man. I don't even think those guys going to respond. Yeah, I'm going to force him. I'm going to force him. Then I'm going to look in the chat. I'm going to search the chat, make sure. Okay, I don't see nothing from there. I don't see nothing on there. All right. So, yeah, that's a definite force him. All right, I don't see nothing on the commander side. My fault, fellas. I'm searching the chat trying to see who hit up who. Hey, you say that, but you in position to win now without the trade. So show me something. Cowboys, Niners. Yup. All right, we good to go. You got to tighten up, easy. Got to tighten up. Next season, it's the last season, cause the whole reboot shit get annoying. It definitely does get annoying. And Madden 27 coming out, so it really ain't no reason to start some shit up again. Yeah, we gonna go one more season, but the thing is, I might just keep it going after that one more season, cause it don't make no sense to reboot and we about to, have Madden 27 on our ass in a minute. So I'll just weigh the options for real. May just keep going. They just like reboot, same teams, different teams. It don't matter. Like we gonna figure some shit out. All right. So hey, all right, we keep going to the wheels fall off. Then I'm gonna get me a bowl before we go to the 27 though. Tell you that. Tell you that much. Somebody get knocked the fuck off. Man, I would rather the Browns be in that bit than the Raiders. I'm not gonna hold you. All right, it's looking like this is the playoff picture right here. So this what I'm gonna need everybody to do. I'm gonna need everybody to put they predictions in the chat on both sides, AFC and NFC. I'm gonna need y'all to put y'all predictions in the chat. Y'all let me know who's gonna win the wild card round. I'm gonna go AFC first. That's fuck. Wow, bro. That's fuck. That's crazy. This right here is crazy. But I think since the Raiders won a division, he gets that. Yeah, that's crazy. 6-11. He loses the last, like he literally lost the last game of the season. 6-11, still make the playoffs. That's crazy. Matter of fact, whoever played the Raiders, y'all need to put up 100 points on them people. Real shit. But that's a disservice to the league. How the fuck you 6-11 and you make the playoffs? It's crazy. Anyway, um, NFC solid. We got some guys in there that got decent records to play, but we gon' oh, yeah. Yeah, man, he would have made some noise too, but it's all good. It's all good. We gonna bounce back. So, we in the wild card round, fellas. Um, let me see. Put the schedule up real quick. We got wait, what you mean 24 hours? Nah, nah. People got jobs, man. I ain't gonna do folks like that. People got jobs. Uh, Pats force win. Then you got Seahawks versus Bucks. Me versus Cards. Falcons versus Ravens. No, I'm tripping. Rams. Man, yeah, as long as he don't fuck with the height and weight. The last nigga you added had niggas 6'5" at Kona. No, like add some motherfuckers that's gonna be ethical. If you could do that, he as good as in. Uh, so that's where we at. Yeah. All right, got that in there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna um I'm gonna make game of the week posts for some of these games, man. It's gonna be some big games this week. So I'm gonna do that. And if y'all in the fantasy league, I'm gonna dive into that next. So I need y'all guys who haven't, joined in the league or picked their teams to pick y'all teams so we can get that started for fantasy. We gonna keep both of them rolling until Mad 27. So, we ain't got to deal with the reboot or nothing like that. We're gonna keep shit rolling. But the only reason why I wanted to reboot this league is because the draft keeps glitching. And if it glitches this off season, then I have no choice but to reboot it after this season. I have no choice but to, because I don't necessarily fuck with that. I would rather reboot it now than to wait a season and then reboot it later when Mad 27 is already coming out. Like if the league is glitched, then shit, just handle it now. You feel me? So if I reboot it now, we gonna start from the draft and we gonna go from there. We gonna do that. We gonna wait till the off season, and if the draft fucks up, we gonna go from there. All right, just so y'all have a heads up. Um, So yeah, that's where we at, man. I appreciate y'all boys for tuning into the pod. I'm gonna get these game of the weeks out the way so that way y'all boys can vote. Next week Tuesday, I'm gonna dive back into the podcast, whether it be on fantasy or regs. I'm gonna dive into the podcast. So y'all boys stay tuned. All right, till next time, y'all boys. Peace.